next step here is going to be
header row on the BOM in breadboard. And this is where it's going to help just with normalizing the data and making sure we collect everything we need to. So right here, it automatically selected, or breadboard automatically selected the top row, the header row. Sometimes you're going to see it, at the very bottom. Sometimes it's going to be a few rows down. For instance, let's just see if I can pull one up and show you where something might be in a weird place. So in a bomb like this, never mind, sorry. So moving into that next step, we're going to hit continue. This is where we're going to match and scrub the data. So we need to map the columns and validate that data for us to be able to pull that data correctly. Breadboard's going to do a little bit of the work itself, and you're going to see that we have 3 matched, 1 ignored, and 3 columns that need attention. And those colors, you're going to see that at the top. So right here, ref des, it, breadboard correctly pulled in the fact that that means reference designator. That second column, you've got quantity. Third column, you've got comment, so it was ignored. We come to the first one that needs attention. Right here, you're going to see this is a column selected. As you look on the right side of the screen, this is just going to be a more drilled down version of what you're seeing over here. So MFG part number, breadboard output, MFR part number. So that's correct. We're going to hit next. Since it's a manufacturer part number, we are then going to want to pair this column with the manufacturer column. So this one right here. So as we pick that column to pair, we are going to select this. Up next, you're going to see this select delimiter. As we are looking in this column over here, you're going to see that we have that slash, and there's 2 part numbers with the 1 manufacturer. So you can see it down here in this data preview. What we're going to do here is we're going to come down, hit slash, and you're going to see both of these part numbers separate. So this is a great way where if there are multiple part numbers or manufacturers in the same cell, we can actually split those up. And then you can only see that data preview. So if I hit none again, you're going to see it shows both. But there's all these different delimiters. We'll get that data preview as we look through. And from there, we have a little bit more data normalization. So every single company has, different names they go by, they've gone by, maybe they've acquired. So you're going to see right here, this is the breadboard output, and this is what came in on the BOM. So as we come on down, you're just going to see, look, Yageo America, Yageo, you're going to see it ends up being the same output. But this is just another place to look and make sure everything's coming over properly. Up next, we've got that input is descript, breadboard output description. We're going to do that. And then if we want to ignore the column and not have this come through, we can hit ignore. Otherwise, let's hit mark as custom. And then we get this nice preview of the work we just did there. With this line link right here, how we did that delimiter, it's just going to drop this second part number underneath of this first one. So it's going to keep the 1 quantity, the each, the Samsung, and all of this information, and then let's hit submit. This is where breadboard does its work. We are going to go into the screen here, and as you watch, we've got that green bar highlighting progress. You're going to see status right here, says loading supplier data. And as it's loading supplier data, you're just going to wait here, 10 seconds, maybe less, maybe a little more. It depends on the amount of data and part numbers that we're searching. And now we've got that loaded BOM. So everything is loaded in here and good to go. So nice, quick, easy process to go through loading that bomb into breadboard.